Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah.
Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Griffin Soul DIECAST Motorsports, home to the Obsidian Mountain Raceway and the Team Mixer Challenge. Well, we put 5 rounds behind us, and it's come down to these final moments. This is the finale round, and one of these 24 teams is going to take center podium as champions of the Team Mixer Challenge. To say this has been a long, hard road, I think these drivers would say is an understatement. 48 drivers came to the OMR in hopes of capturing the inaugural championship, but only one team will hold the trophy. Some drivers got a little taste of glory by setting speed time records and perfect scoring rounds, while many have tasted the guardrails and billboards. The mettle has definitely been tested, and not just the mettle of the cars. Now forged in the fires of Obsidian Mountain, these drivers are putting it all on the line one last time. The very last race of round 5, we saw driver K involved in a crash that sent him over the top of Memorial Drive, falling nearly 400 feet to the bottom of the windward cliffs. While he did suffer a mild concussion, multiple contusions, and more seriously a dislocated shoulder, we have had word from Team Maximum Effort that driver K will be returning to the raceway today. I'm not sure how well recovered that shoulder is. It has to be a hindrance. But my hat's off to him for having the fortitude to finish what he and his teammate have started here at Obsidian Mountain Raceway. When round 5 ended, we saw the first leader change since the tournament started. Will the Speed Reavers hang on to their lead and become the first champions of the Team Mixer Challenge? There are a lot of teams that can still claim that championship, and they have this final round to do it. Let's take it to the top of the mountain now and kick it off with Group 1 of the Team Mixer Challenge finale. And getting us started is Group 1. We have Winthrop Mahani driving for the NOS Bosses. We got Tane outside next to Winthrop driving for the Speed Reavers. They're currently in the lead on the leaderboard. We have Lightman driving for Northern All-Stars and Kane Stewart driving for the agency on the inside. We got Grateful Sam from the Rubber Burners and Mock Mick of the Storm Runners taking up the back positions. And here we go. We are off with the Team Mixer Grand Finale. Winthrop Mahani on the inside, Tane on the outside. Tane taking the lead into that first turn, but as Winthrop throws a block down the pipeline, and he's taking the lead down Memorial Drive and Round Valley turn across that finish line, followed by Tane and Grateful Sam in third. And we got everybody down the mountain on the first run. That's a good start. All right, back to the top for lap 2. Winthrop and Tane out front. Sam and Kane Stewart in the middle. And here they go. Kane takes a big jump, being pushed by Kane Stewart. And down the pipeline they go through Calamity Corner. Now down Memorial Drive and around the Valley turn. Tane does a little spin out, crossing the finish line. And we got some cars that did not make it down the mountain. Let's see what happened. Oh, Grateful Sam and Mock Mick both stuck up there on the bridge. Don't know exactly what happened, but I do know that cost them a DNF. All right, Tane's going to take the inside now. Kane Stewart on the outside, leading them down that divided straight. And they're off, and here we go. Tane taking a little bit of a lead, and down the pipeline, he's for sure got that lead, but Kane Stewart ain't giving up, right on his bumper. Down Memorial Drive they go, and here comes Grateful Sam charging in for a third. Winthrop Mahani coming in there with a 4th place finish, and we got Lightman and Mock Mick sitting up at the top of Memorial Drive. And what happened? Ooh, Mockmick almost got taken out. That's some big air right there. And that was actually Lightman, and wow, he was fortunate to make a recovery there. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to make it down to the finish line. So Lightman, a little big air. All right, Tane on the inside, Kane Stewart on the outside. And we're down the divided straight again, pretty even at first. But Tane takes over, almost called him Tane Stewart. Tane takes over. Grateful Sam tried to catch him, but ends up wiping out at the top of Memorial Drive. And we got Winthrop and Kane Stewart coming through for second and third. And there's Grateful Sam. He almost had that second place. And Lightman and Mockmick again parking up there at the top of Memorial Drive. Lap 5, we're getting close to the close of this group. These are their last chances to make any points for their team. And there goes Tane charging out to a big lead, being followed by Kane Stewart through Calamity Corner. Down Memorial Drive they go. Kane Stewart's not going to catch him, but he is going to get a real close second. And it looks like we got everybody down the mountain, but we got a clock malfunction. Fire that timekeeper. All right, here we go. Final lap for these drivers. This is the grand finale. No more chances after this. And Tane and Kane Stewart going to lead them down that first divided straight. And there goes Tane down pipeline through Calamity Corner. Wow! He was followed by Grateful Sam, got spun out, flipped, and recovered all in the same move. That was swift. Unfortunately, Winthrop Mahoney looks like he took the worst out of that. Kane Stewart got stuck at the top of the Memorial Drive, and Lightman never made it past the bridge. But look at this. Tane gets upside down. Sam gets underneath him, flips him up like a pancake. Hello, Flapjack. And that's where Kane Stewart bites the back of Tane, but Tane keeps going. A perfect 4-point landing right there. Let's watch it one more time. Big air right there. Oh, that was nice. Very lucky for Tane. Unfortunate for Kane Stewart, Lightman, and Winthrop Mahoney. And it's going to be Tane taking the big points out of this group, putting it into his team total. Your group 2 looks like this. We got Sonny Valicenti driving for Thunderstrike. And outside of Sonny, we got Jim Leschenring driving for the Street Sharks. We got Bolo Brown for the Drift Kings and Shreddy for the Roadrunners on the inside. And in the back, we got Big Daddy Craig driving for Fear Factor and Dee Dee McAsh driving for Rogue Force. On the top of the mountain, we got Sonny on the inside, and we got Jim Leschenring on the outside, leading them down that divided straight. Down the pipeline they go, and Jim challenging for that first place. Gets up alongside Sonny, but gets spun out. Sonny's going to cross the finish line, and unfortunately that spin out is going to block the rest of the pack, and there they sit at the top of Memorial Drive. Shreddy lucky he managed to stay on his wheels right there, almost completely off the track. An auspicious start for Group 2. All right. Sonny on the inside, Jim Leschenring on the outside, leading them down that divided straight. There goes Sonny, taking off again down the pipeline. Here comes Bolo and Jim. Jim takes second place down Memorial Drive. It's going to be Sonny, Jim, and Bolo, followed by Dee Dee. And oh boy, we got Big Daddy Craig upside down off the track, and Shreddy got caught up on the medium. And that's going to cost Big Daddy Craig a double DNF, and he's already had one in the first round. All right, Sonny and Jim leading them down again. We got Bolo and Dee Dee in the middle. And it's Sunny once again down the pipeline first through Calamity Corner, being chased by Jim. And here, oh, indeed, he just tried to make a pass on Jim. Jim said, no, I need that outside. And she had nowhere to go but into the cliff face right over there by the quantum DIECAST billboard. And here we go. She had almost had it right there. But as they say, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And Jim said, no, thank you, ma'am. I need that spot. And wow. Yeehaw. Back to the top for lap 4. We got all cars back in the starting grid. And we still got Sunny and Jim up front, leading them down. And, whoa, door to door down the pipeline through Calamity Corner. Jim takes over the lead. Somebody just wiped out back there. Jim's across the finish line. Sunny is across the finish line. Dee Dee's across the finish line. And unfortunately, Shreddy and Bolo got stopped just before the finish. And Big Daddy Craig is on his roof once again. See if we can catch what happens right here. He just flopped over on his own. Got up behind Shreddy there with nowhere to go. Too much speed and no road to follow. All right, Jim's on the inside now. Sunny's on the outside, leading them down that first divided straight. Door to door into that first turn, but it's Jim going to take the lead, followed by Bolo Brown in second place. Close race, first, second, and third. Nobody's whoa! And Sunny, I think, just got past Bolo right there at the line. And yes, he did. Sunny with that last second charge, just getting around Bolo. All right, last lap for this group, where all the points matter. Jim on the inside, taking the lead down the pipeline through Calamity Corner, being chased by Sunny. Somebody and Jim wrecks right at the grandstands, and that's going to let Sunny take first place. And we lost somebody else up at the top of Memorial Drive. That's going to be Shreddy and Dee Dee. So it was, Sunny and Bolo was the only ones to make it through that last lap. But it's going to be Sunny taking the big points home to his team. And Group 3 looks like this. We got Sidekick Sandy on the inside for Sonic Subarus. We got Andy on the outside for Rolling Thunder. We got Lil C for East-West Connection. And Chelly from Maximum Effort taking the middle. And we got Wally Champ for East Coast Rockers. And Big Mike from All Zed and Dunn taking up the back of Group 3. Group 3 ready to kick it down the mountain. We got Sidekick Sandy on the inside. With Andy on the outside, they were door to door for a second, but Sidekick Sandy taking the lead through Calamity Corner. Little C was chasing her. He got sideways, slowed him down, but he'll take second, and Andy will follow in third. And we got 3 cars down and 3 cars out. There's Chelly and Big Mike at the bottom main straight, final straight, and Wally Champ up at the top of Memorial Drive. It seems to be an exciting place for these drivers to be pulling over. I don't know why. I moved the food truck, so they're not getting any eats. All right, Sandy on the inside, Little C on the outside, Chelly and Andy in the middle, but it's going to be Sandy down the pipeline first, being chased by Lil C. Here comes Lil C on the inside. He makes the pass around the valley turn and takes first place away from Sandy. Everybody crosses the finish line. Couple close ones there for third and fourth, but a really nice pass by Lil C. Almost loses it in Calamity Corner, recovers and maintains the momentum, and right there takes that first place away from Sidekick Sandy. Gets up on the wall a little bit, but wow. Good driving, good pass right there. All right, back to the top. Now Little C's on the inside and Sandy's on the outside. And down the main straight they go with Little C with a huge lead going down the pipeline, leaving everybody behind. There's a little bit of a bang up, some rubber swapping back there. And it's Little C across the line. And I think that bumper swapping up there, yeah, it just cost all the other drivers a finish. And, ooh, Big Mike up there behind the cabin. Can't be stopping for the brewskis up there at the campgrounds. Got to get down to the finish line. 6 laps, then you can have a cold one. All right, we have Little C and Chelly up front now, leading them down that divided straight, and Little C takes the lead down the pipeline. Oh, little camera got lost there. Chelly's still in second, and Little C, Chelly, Big Mike, and Andy crossing the finish line in that order. And Sandy came off the road just before the first turn there, and she blocked out Wally Champ. Yeah, she got both wheels up over the wall there, nowhere to go. And looks like Wally gave her a little bump there, kissed her up in the air. Double DNF for those two. Well, DNF for each of them. And it's Little C and Chelly up front once again. Big Mike and Andy in the middle. Big Mike pushing on Little C. Down the pipeline they go. Big Mike trying to stay close, and he does. They get a little sideways there at the top of Memorial Drive. It's going to be Little C, Big Mike, and Chelly crossing the finish line. 3 down and 3 across. And Andy, oh, Andy, upside down off the track. That's going to be a double donut for you. And Sidekick Sandy just didn't have enough to get around that Calamity corner. And Wally Champ again, stuck up there on the divided straight. Didn't even make the first turn. Andy's going to sit this one out. And it's a shame. That's the final round. This is the final lap for this group. Last chance for points, and Andy's going to sit it out. All right, Little C and Big Mike taking them down that first straight. And it's Little C, and here comes Chelly charging into second place. Hits the bumper of Little C right there. Little C spins, but manages to hang on to first place. Chelly's going to take second. And Wally Champ made it a little further down, but still at the top of Memorial Drive. And it's going to be Lil C with the big 35 points for the East-West Connection, trying to regain that lead for the grand finale. Group 4, we got McLeod from the Highlanders on the inside, and world-famous Bubba from Magnum Force outside of McLeod. We got Dirty D from the Outlaw Jammers and Whole Shot from Speed Equals Drug taking up those middle positions. We got V-Man from Go On Red and Sean Matthew of the Radio Flyers taking up the back. Andrew, let's get her done. All right, we got McLeod on the inside, world-famous Bubba on the outside, going to lead him down this first lap. Down the divided straight, it is Bubba with the lead going down the pipeline. Now into Memorial Drive. Whoa, McLeod got spun out, flipped over, and clogged up the whole track up there at the top of Memorial Drive. Bubba's the only one to make it across the line. Everyone does stay on the track, but that's 5 zeros. Right here, McLeod gets sideways coming through Calamity Corner. Gets scooped, flipped, and flapjacked onto his roof. Does a little pirouette right there on top of Dirty D's roof. And that's where they all end up. No points for you. Which is not good. This is the finale. You need them all. All right, Bubba's on the inside. Dirty D on the outside of Bubba, leading them down. In the second lap, Bubba's got a short lead right there, but makes it bigger as he's got V-Man on his bumper, but then V-Man spins out, slows the rest of the pack down. There goes Bubba across the line, V-Man and Dirty D. She almost took second, but just V-Man hung on by the front scoop of that car. Whew. All right, V-Man's going to move up to the outside of Bubba, leading them down in the divided straight, going into the first turn. It's V-Man. But no, here comes Bubba. He says, no, sir, that's my lead. Bubba gets sideways, gets everybody else slowed down. Around the valley turn, it's going to be Dirty D coming in second after Bubba. And I believe that was Whole Shot. Came in third there. There. And V-Man, for all his troubles, ended up getting sidelined up at the top of Memorial Drive. Alrighty. Top of the mountain and top of the morning to you. We got Dirty D taking the lead into that first turn, but Bubba says, I'm sorry, I gotta hold my place. But he spins out right there at the top of Memorial Drive. Dirty D says, no, that's mine now. Crossing the finish line, and I'm not seeing anybody else. Wow. Oh, here comes Bubba and Whole Shot putting in, but not enough to get him across that finish line. And another lap with 5 zeros. Gotta get it. All right. We got Bubba on the outside of Dirty D, gonna lead him down this lap, down that, down that first straight. And it's Dirty D with a nice lead. Bubba blocks everybody else out, gets sideways again on Memorial Drive. V-Man wipes out coming through the valley turn. That's a shame. And it's going to be McLeod taking third after Bubba. And there's Whole Shot up there. Saw the back end of his car right behind V-Man. And there is Sean Matthew at the top of Memorial Drive. One more round for this group, or one more lap for this group. This is it. Get all the points you can. Dirty D and Bubba leading them down. Bubba with a little bit of a lead into that straight, but it's Dirty D takes over down the pipeline through Calamity Corner, blocks out Bubba, and she's going to take that win. And Bubba's crossing second, Whole Shot crossing third, and we got 3 cars in, 3 cars out, and V-Man and McLeod and Sean Matthew not going to get any points for that final lap. And the big points taker right here is Bubba, but not by much, with Dirty D right behind him with 27, Bubba with 28.
This channel break is brought to you by Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers. Good eats and drinks you can enjoy by dining in or takeout. Now featuring our new Kelp Chips. The 24 flavors from barbecued to pickled are great with a cold brew beer, coffee, or keeps them handy for those munchie attacks. Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers. They can't kelp, but be good.
You may have heard that Griffin Sold DIECAST Motorsports has been challenged by VTuber Luana and her team of Leafs. Leafs are what she calls her subscribers, as she herself is a dryad. Luana and her team of Leafs will be driving all electric powered cars versus GDM's American Muscle Team. I'll be releasing a video soon showing the cars, and I'll be looking for 8 drivers to jump in these cars and take on Luana and her Leafs. So keep a lookout for that video. It will be out in the next few days following the Team Mixer Challenge. Also coming up, we have the Aloha Invitational Pro-Am. It is a mail-in tournament, and it is posted on redlinederby.com. Follow the link in the description for all the rules and information. You'll also find that link on my GDM Facebook page. So make sure you grab that link, grab your submission ticket, get your cars ready, and get them sent in for the Aloha Invitational Pro-Am tournament. And now let's get back to to the top of the mountain and the second half of the grand finale Team Mixer Challenge. Group 5 lineup goes as follows. We got driver K returning from what could have been a tragic accident, but here he is for maximum effort, definitely putting forth a maximum effort after that crash. Father of Four is on the outside for the Drift Kings. Lily the dog from the Roadrunners and Castanets from the Highlanders are in the middle. Terranos for Fear Factor and Cut Rocker of All Zed and Done are in the back. And we get back to the top of the mountain, and we have driver K on the outside, Father of Four, or on the inside, Father of Four on the outside, and K throws in a block there. Lily and Father of Four trying to push through. And we got 4 cars sideways, and I don't think they're gonna, nope, they ain't gonna make it down. And that's gonna be a restart. Back to the top. One more time. All right, Kay and Father of Four leading them down. Lily and Castanets in the middle. And it's Father of Four with the lead. Kate throws a block on the rest of the pack, leaving Father of Four all on his own. A clean drive all the way to that finish line. Here comes Castanets in second. And we have Cut Rocker in third. And Kay on his side. And Terranos up at the top of Memorial Drive. Memorial Drive. That's going to be a thing with you drivers, I guess. Got to get over that hump of Memorial Drive. All right, Father of Four leading them down on the inside now with Castanets on the outside. And Father of Four taking the lead down the pipeline through Calamity Corner, being chased by Cut Rocker. Everybody gets a little wishy on the back end there. But we got 5 cars across. And I believe we are missing Terranos. Nope, it's K. That shoulder still seems to be a problem. That's 2 DNFs in a row for K. And he's going to start in the back. Father of Four leading them down with Cut Rocker on the outside. And it's Father of Four in the pipeline being bumper to bumper chased by Terranos. And around the valley turn they go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars making it across. K coming in last, but at least he's coming in across that finish line. All right, Father of Four and Terranos up front, leading them down the divided straight. Father of Four with a little bit of a lead and a bigger lead down the pipeline as Cut Rocker and Terranos got door to door. Terranos takes over second. Cut Rocker in third. Lily in fourth. Castanets and driver K. Everybody making it across the line. Nice. And with Father of Four and Terranos leading them down again, we got Cut Rocker and Lily the dog in the middle. It's Terranos with the lead, but Father of Four takes it back, going down the pipeline through Calamity Corner. Terranos fighting to hang on to second place there, and wipes out just before the finish line, does a side slider across the finish, allowing Cut Rocker to take, or no, Lily to take second. Cut Rocker takes third. Castanets and K get held up there. Father of Four on the inside, Lily the dog on the outside. Watch out for her bite. And she gets up front in that prelude, and there she goes. Down the pipeline, takes over first. Sorry about the camera wobble there. But it's going to be Lily taking that first place finish. And we got somebody else stuck up at the top, and it's going to be driver K getting the wheel over the wall. Got me an attack of the coughs there. Father of Four almost with a perfect score, 35 points towards his team total. Your Group 6 lineup starts with Big C from the NOS bosses. On the inside, you got N Count on the outside for the Speed Reavers. In the middle, we got Driver J for the Agency and Matthew Harding next to him for the Rubber Burners. Mad Dog Earl from Magnum Force and Po' Boy from the Street Sharks are taking up the back of Group 6. Vroom. All right, D-Man leading them down with N Count on the outside. I'm sorry, Big C. I don't know where I got D-Man from. Big C leading them through Calamity Corner. N Count gets backwards. Driver J was in third. I don't see him. There he is. And so we got the 1, 2, 3 across the finish line, and somebody crashed out. That's going to be Matthew Harding down there at the bottom of Memorial Drive, upside down. And, Po' Boy and Mad Dog Earl up at the top of Memorial Drive. And for lap 2, we got Big C, not D-Man, it's Big C, and N Count up front. Driver J and Po' Boy in the middle. Big C taking the lead down through Calamity Corner and down Memorial Drive, still being chased by N Count, but he don't have enough momentum. Whoa! And a little kiss there at the end coming in from Mad Dog, but everybody got across the line that time. And it's Big C and N Count still leading them down that first main straight. And it's Big C taking the lead down the pipeline into Calamity Corner. Here comes Driver J making a move on the outside. Can't get him. Oh, Po' Boy tried to make a move on the outside of J and ended up eating the chicken truck. Save us some chicken. For after this race, these drivers are going to be hungry. There goes N Count putting a block and a nice double pass there by J and Po' Boy. And then Po' Boy comes up. He's charging hard. Tries to get around J. Clips the door of the chicken truck right there. Almost stops him completely. But N Count and the rest of the gang came through. Gave him that little helping push over the finish line. And now we got Big C and Driver J going to lead him down. N Count falling to 4th place. And it's Big C leading him down the pipeline. Here comes Driver J throwing a block on Po' Boy. Trying to hold on to that 2nd place. It's Big C, Driver J, Po' Boy, Mad Dog Earl, and that was, Matthew Harding in 5th place there. And N Count not making it out of Calamity Corner that time. Big C and Driver J doing it again, leading them down that divided straight, door to door into that first turn. Here comes Driver J. Nice pass and block. Oh, Po' Boy just ate the guardrail at the top of Memorial Drive, allowing Mad Dog to get around him. And, there we go. N Count and Matthew Harding couldn't get past that wreck. Final lap for this group with Driver J on the inside and Mad Dog Earl on the outside, leading them down for the first time. Mad Dog takes a good jump out at start. Jay comes back to challenge. Mad Dog throws in a block going down Memorial Drive. He's going to hold on to that lead across the finish line. Oh, and then Count does a side slider across the finish line to close it out. Ouch. For that big 0. And Matthew Harding on his roof once again. And the big points go to Driver J. He's really running a good race there. 28 points. or 31 for Group 7, we have D-Man from Northern All-Stars and Papa Pugsley outside of D-Man for the Storm Runners. We got V. McVager for Speed Equals Drugs and Bay City Daryl for East-West Connection. Driving in the middle, we got Racing Rick for Go On Red and Papa Decal from the Radio Flyers taking up the back. Yeah, I was starting to say I'd actually missed it there where Big C had that 31 points for that last group. Although Driver J had some good runs there. And Papa whoa! And I don't know who we just lost. That looked like might have been D-Man. Ate some cliff right there and took out Bay City Daryl at the same time. But Papa Pugsley's going to get that first place win. So let's see again, where are our drivers? There's Daryl down there next to my Skyline LB Works collection. And D-Man going to make a visit to Charlie's Auto Service for that crash. And let's see what happened here. All right, D-Man gets up on the wall, eats that outcropping of the cliff right there, bangs into Daryl, knocks him off the road. And then they both go off. Daryl gets some air off of that rock right there and lands a nice 4-point landing. At least he managed to stay on his wheels. So he'll be back up at the top of the mountain for lap 2. And we got Papa Pugsley and V. McVager going to lead them down that main straight. Here they go. Papa Pugsley with a jump on the start. Down the pipeline, almost all alone. V. McVager putting up a chase, but hits the guardrail. Papa Pugsley across the line. Here comes V. Gets a little help there from Papa Decal. And Papa Decal just making it across that finish line to score him third place points. Racing Rick and Bay City Daryl not making it to the finish line. Let's get him back up to the top for lap 3. Our D-Man will be rejoining the starting grid in the back with Bay City Daryl. Papa Pugsley and V. McVager leading them down. Papa Pugsley takes the lead down that pipeline through Calamity Corner, gets spun out. V. McVager had the lead but gets spun out himself. Racing Rick's going to take first place. V's coming in second. And we got somebody else stuck up on top of Memorial Drive. It's going to be Bay City Daryl, who got a piece of that guardrail, it looks like. Y'all got to take your magnets off them cars. Quit being attracted to those guardrails. All right, Papa Pugsley and V leading them down again. Oh, we got loud. And Racing Rick's in the lead, taking it down Memorial Drive around the valley turn and across the finish line. V. McVager coming in second. I'm not quite sure what happened to the audio there, but them engines got extra loud. I think somebody might have stuck a phone in one of those engines. All right, we got Racing Rick and V up front. V takes the lead into that first turn, and he's going to take the lead down the pipeline. Here comes Papa Pugsley chasing for that first place. Can't get around him. But he found a way around him right there. He scoops him up as V got sideways, pushes him upside down, and that's going to give Papa Pugsley the first place finish, and no points for the V. And 3 cars down up on top of Memorial Drive. What happened here? D-Man gets off the road, hits the guardrail. Bay City Daryl coming in on 2 wheels, hits him, flips over, and that's going to catch up Papa Decal. And this is a notorious right here. I have to call this notorious. Gets right up underneath him. It's a little bit. It's V's fault for getting sideways, but that was a mean scoop right there. But hey, a win's a win, right? That's what racing's all about. All right, only 2 cars finished on that one. All right, Papa Pugsley back on the inside, Racing Rick on the outside, and here we go. Papa Pugsley leading them down with D-Man in chase. Papa Pugsley gets sideways. D-Man gets around him. Oh, nope, he didn't. He almost did. Papa Pugsley hangs on to that first place finish. And we got somebody stuck up at the top in the bridge, and that's going to be V. And he won't get those last points for his group. And we got Papa Pugsley with 31 points, taking it home for his team. And our final group of the Team Mixer Challenge. Group 8, we have Puff for the East Coast Rockers. Numbskull on the outside of Puff for Thunderstrike. We got Rube from Rogue Force and Cyrano Buckminster from Sonic Subarus in the middle. And West Coastin of the Outlaw Jammers and Uncle Allen for Rollin' Thunder, taking up the back end of Group 8. Final group of the finale. This is the Team Mixer Challenge. We got Puff on the inside, Numbskull on the outside, leading them down for this final group. Puff takes the lead down into Calamity Corner. Being chased by Numbskull. It's going to be Puff across the line, Numbskull in second, and Memorial Drive. Caught Cyrano, Rube, West Coastin, and Uncle Allen, all at the top of Memorial Drive. Back to the top with Puff still on the inside. Numbskull on the outside. Puff gets a nice jump on the start there, leading them down the pipeline through Calamity Corner, being chased by Cyrano Buckminster. And now Puff's, oh, well, he was alone there for a second, but here comes Cyrano and then Numbskull in third. We got 3 in and 3 out. Oh, and West Coastin is really out as he's upside down and he's going to pay a visit to Charlie's. And then Memorial Drive, we got Uncle Allen and Rube practicing their parking. Puff on the inside. And it's Puff leading them down pipeline through Calamity Corner. Numbskull takes over second, but here comes Uncle Allen. Puff just wipes out. Numbskull takes first. Uncle Allen takes second. And Cyrano Buckminster took third place. Way to go. All right, halfway through this group, the final group of this entire tournament. Numbskull on the inside, Uncle Allen on the outside, leading them down into the pipeline. It's Numbskull with the lead. Here comes Uncle Allen to challenge. He gets by him, blocks him out on Memorial Drive. It's going to be Uncle Allen across the finish line. Numbskull, Cyrano, Rube, and that was West Coastin coming in fifth. And Puff didn't make it out of Calamity Corner. Uncle Allen's on the inside now, and Numbskull's on the outside. Cyrano and Rube in the middle. And Uncle Allen's got a lead, being chased by Cyrano. Oh, West Coastin just went off the cliff. We didn't catch it all, but I know he just went off the cliff. The same place that Kay ended up going off the very last race of their group. We got Rube upside down there. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it as soon as I seen him go off right at that guardrail. We're going to have to get safety crews down there and make sure he's going to be okay. Knowing what happened to Driver K, we can only hope for the best. And let's see if we can catch what happened right here. Kind of got squeezed out by Cyrano, but really not Cyrano's fault. It looked like West Coastin just kind of lost control, got up on the wall. Safety crews are getting him out now. I'm not seeing any movement from him. They got him on the stretcher. They're going to get him in the ambulance and get him over to the first aid and get him checked out. Most likely have to get a chopper flight to the hospital, check out everything else. But wow, same exact place where driver K went off last week in Group 5, Round 5, I mean. So that only leaves us with 4 cars to finish out this whole grand finale. Uncle Alan on the inside, Puff on the outside. Puff has a lead, but Uncle Alan takes it back, pushing Puff off the track, as we haven't had enough of that tonight. Uncle Alan taking first, Cyrano, and then Numbskull will come in third. And out of a 4-car race, we couldn't get all 4 cars down. But there's Puff up there behind the GDM garage. And yeah, he kind of got up on the wall with a little help from Uncle Alan there. And that is it. That's the final race of the finale. Numbskull with 28 points towards his team totals. Let's check out the trophy ceremony. Let's see these. I know y'all been waiting for this moment, so without further ado, here are your 2023 Team Mixer Challenge champions. The Speed Reavers, End Count from Chase Family Racing, and Tane from Indiana DIECAST Racing teamed up as the Speed Reavers. At the beginning of this tournament, the Speed Reavers came out in first place on the leaderboard in round 1, but quickly fell to 5th place by round 2, and by round 3 they had fallen all the way down to 9th on the leaderboard. But they battled the mountain and raced their way back to the top in round 5 and held it to the very end, becoming the inaugural champions of the Team Mixer Challenge. Coming in a very close second, being only 3 points out, is Team Magnum Force. Mad Dog Earl from Quantum Diecast and World Famous Bubba from World Famous Diecast teamed up to form Magnum Force, and starting out the tournament in round 1 in 8th place, the team of Magnum Force took second on the leaderboard by round 2 and held it for 3 rounds, only stumbling in round 5, dropping to 4th place, but only 1 point separated them from the leader at that point. That's how close this race has been the entire tournament. So I'll need End Count and Tane, as well as Mad Dog Earl and World Famous Bubba. You all have to email me at gdmracing1@gmail.com and give me your addresses so I know where to ship out your prizes. And once again, congratulations. Rounding out the top 5, we have the Drift Kings. Bolo Brown from Miniature Car Racing and Father of 4 from Diecast Daddy got together, and they pulled out a 3rd place finish overall. 4th place, we have East-West Connection, who led the way in this tournament for a good majority of it. And that team consisted of Little C from Lord's Racing League and Bay City Darrell from Bay City Diecast Racing. And rounding out the field of top 5, it was Po' Boy from Po' Boy Racing and Jim Leschingring from QC Racing teamed up to form the Street Sharks, and they battled their way from 18th position in the first round to take 5th place in the grand finale. So congratulations to all the drivers. Congratulations to the Speed Reavers, our inaugural champions of the Team Mixer Challenge. And I also want to make honorable mention, we have our fastest lap time record set by V-Man from Norm and Vern Racing, and that currently stands at 5.12 seconds. Also, I wanted to mention, we had several drivers that had what we have termed a perfect race, where they had all 6 laps in their group for whichever rounds. They managed to take all 6 wins. And that began with V-Man in Group 2 of Round 1. He got the first perfect score. Then Bay City Darrell, followed by Terranos. Then we have World Famous Bubba, Uncle Alan, and Wally Champ all had a perfect race. But it was Dirty D, who had 2 perfect races, one in round 3 and one in round 5, and both in Group 5. So I guess Group 5 was really good for Dirty D. So there you have it. It's been a long, hard race for all these drivers that competed in this tournament, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of this event. It is a pleasure and my honor to have you all here at Obsidian Mountain Raceway, and for taking on the most unforgiving mountain. I do hope to see you back in future events here at Griffin's Old DIECAST Motorsports. Until the next race, I say aloha from Obsidian Mountain Raceway, and as always, keep your roof to the sun. Mahalo.